Hi again, YouTubers. So I realized yesterday when it was the end of the day that I hadn't done a face of the month video, and it was the 15th. So I sat down this morning to do this before I go to a meeting. So I'm kind of running around, but this is the look. I have the Lash eyelash extensions on, so I don't have mascara or liner on, but I don't feel like I need them as much. I did in the video forget to put on lip gloss at the end, so Makeup Forever Lab Shine Star Collection in S2 is the one I have been using this month, and I love it. And I love that they have brushes, which is nice and soft. So this is my face of the month. This is what it looks like. It is just a soft, nice look. I don't feel particularly like I need much liner on. I feel like the lashes are doing enough on their own. I put a little bit of liner or shadow on the bottom line and things like that, but I've been kind of keeping it, you know, I wouldn't say minimal. I was going to say minimal, but it's just one palette. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye. All right, so getting started, I already put Laura Mercier's primer in Radiance on my face. I take about a dime size amount and I put that, I just kind of pat it on my face, on my forehead, down around my eyes, I mean around my mouth. Take my little mirror. Again, people ask me all the time where I got this. I got it years ago, like at Bath & Body Works, and I put just a candle on it. I guess you could always try the top of the candle too as another option. So what I have been using and loving this month is the Illamasqua Skin Base Foundation. This is what it looks like. I have the color 6, and it's just a tad bit light, but I mix it in with a little bit of the 10 that I got. I was going to sell the 10, but I figure since I have that and this is just a little bit light, it's better off to mix them in. Here's what I do. So you can see the two different colors. So hopefully that helps you just to know how I kind of mix my ratios in. My Real Techniques buffing brush. And I just start on my cheeks. And as you can tell, it is a little bit light, but as it mixes in together, it comes out pretty good. And you don't need much of this stuff. It's funny because it's, I would say it's medium coverage, maybe, but it goes on so smooth. And it's just a nice feeling foundation. It doesn't take much though. Like even though it's medium coverage, it really doesn't take a lot to kind of cover up and get everything like looking even. I haven't been going on my eyelids since I did the whole eyelash extension thing. Guess I should move my mirror. And just a little update, actually today has been a week that I've had them on and they're still doing great. They are Nova Lash is what type I did. And just looking to see if I need any more. The good thing about this foundation too is because it is buildable. You can put a little bit more in areas where you might need it, or you might have a spot. Like I have a sunspot right here that I try to cover up a little bit. So things like that, like I just kind of put a little bit extra right there on both sides, kind of go over my nose a little bit. I've been not doing my eyelids, as I said, because of the Nova Lash, and just because I haven't felt the need since I've had those. I've been wearing a lot less makeup since I had them. So this tutorial is what I've done this month. It's my face of the month. But about, what was it? A week ago, I guess it was, my eye kind of liner and mascara has changed, obviously, because I have the lashes. So where I've been going from here is I have been going and putting on my concealer. I still am loving this Tarte Amazonian Clay, I don't know, twist up concealer. I put it in like a little V, just where the darkness is, under my eyes. And I've been taking the Real Techniques, what is this one? Domed shadow brush. And I know people told me that they use a different one, but this one has been working okay for me. I mean, I'll check out the other one at Ulta, but this one's been working pretty good so far. So just kind of buff that in around there. And then I've been using, to give myself a little bit of color correction, my Clinique All About Eyes Concealer in Light Petal, because it has a little bit of a pink undertone to it. That Tarte one stays amazing, but I feel like I need just that little bit of pink just to kind of counteract the darkness under my eyes. I will say this too, as funny as it is that ever since I got the lash extensions, it moves your eye to look up, so my dark circles don't appear as dark to me as they used to. So I think that's pretty cool. So that's pretty much what I've been doing there. I bring a little bit into that tear duct there. Then I've been taking my Chanel loose powder. Same brush, the same one. I just kind of wipe it off. I have a towel in my lap and I just kind of wipe it off a little bit. I get some powder on that and I just go under my eyes. That is really the only area I've been powdering lately. And that's more just to help set the concealer. And I've been kind of enjoying a little bit. You'll see as I go through, like my face loses some of the dewiness, but I don't feel like with this skin-based foundation it needs that much, really. It's not as much as I would normally do. So that's that part. Then I've been moving on to my eyes. I have been loving, but I hate the container, is the Stay Don't Stray by Benefit. Someone told me that they're going to be making this in a, sorry, it makes a mess. That they're going to be making this into a doe foot applicator type container, which I would be so excited about. So I just dab this onto my eyelid like I typically would. It's funny with the eyelash extensions is they are a little bit stiff. I need to, oh, my comb's back behind me. I generally need to like comb through them a little bit just in the morning after they've been wet, like just to separate them again. Kind of similar to, and there, one fell out. They don't, and I did kind of research it, by the way, people. There are all people, I didn't mean to say it that way, I meant people tend to say that you can have all kinds of issues with them. They can pull out your natural lashes, this, that, and the other. I did research it. There's all different types out there. Nova Lash, actually, the reason I went to them is because their chemicals are like all formaldehyde free. They don't have as many issues. They don't have as many side effects, things like that. And the girl who applies mine is a registered nurse. And she's like, she's had them on, she's had them off. Let me grab that little comb, because this would be bothering me. Because I can see, oh, wrong side. This is a Real Techniques comb too. I need to, you know what, I'll have to fix that later. That's the only thing is when they get wet, you kind of have to run a comb back through them, and you can see right now, this little part, see, it's going to bother me. It's like sticking together. There we go. It's a little bit better. It's because I didn't comb them right after today. I was being a little lazy. So anyway, I did talk to her about it. It's not generally something that there is an issue with. And also, she has never lost any lashes or had any issues with losing lashes or anything along that line. Sorry, I'm trying to move my chair up. Anything along that line as far as after they have been taken off. What happens is your, I do my eyebrows next, your eyelashes, and I'm using charcoal brown and just a Kirkland double-ended brush. I brush them up first, and then I use the angled side just to put the product on. What generally happens is your eyelashes shed naturally around every 2 to 4 weeks. So as they fall out, the lash extensions will fall out as well. And that's why you have to go get them filled about every 4 weeks. That being said, I have not lost that many. Initially, like there was that one that just fell out earlier today, but for the most part, I only lose them, like I lose like maybe one a day, if that. And they stay really well, but they do have a funny feeling. It's definitely something you have to get used to because they're really kind of hard at first because they're already curled, they're already dyed, you know, they're not real lash, like they're not human hair. So they take a little bit of getting used to as far as the feel of them, but they also soften up as you get used to wearing them. Now, another thing is people are saying to me, don't use baby oil on them, this, that, and the other. I double, triple, and quadruple checked, and that she's been doing these for over 10 years, and she has, she's been doing them for over 10 years, and she's had them on for a good amount of that time as well. And with that, she has never had an issue, and she has always used baby oil. I do not use baby oil all over my face. Some of you too were telling me like, oh, don't use baby oil. I just literally take it to remove the top of my eye and I run it with a Q-tip under my eye and that's it, which makes it so much easier. And then I use a typical face washcloth. This is the Brow Perfect Brow Perfection Gel in the color Caramel. I just kind of run it over to help keep those in place, and then I'll brush them out after I'm done my eyeshadow so that they don't look so stark, because right now they look kind of crazy, especially with no other eyeshadow or anything on it. I have then been using my Bare Minerals The Truth palette. I've been loving this. Can't get it open. And, but yeah, so I'm absolutely loving the Lash Extensions. First thing I've been doing, Sigma E55 brush. I've been putting on the lightest shade right here, which is gorgeous, and it's so pretty, and it has such a nice shimmer, and I've just been doing that on my inner, like, quarter, not half, just my inner quarter, and then I put a little bit up on my brow bone, and then I do down in the inner corner, and just a little bit under the eye there. Same thing on the other side. But yeah, so, I mean, I'm going to do a whole video. I'm going to kind of update you guys as I go with these. On Twitter, I update all the time of what my thoughts are on these and other products. But this is just like, I'm in love with them. Then I take this color here. The first color was called Serendipitous, and this one is called Magnetism. Magnetism looks like a typical, just kind of silvery brown, and it's kind of a taupey color, and I'm putting this from the outer half, kind of, or actually three quarters, I guess. Magnetism kind of has like, it's a silvery color, but it has this really neat like duotone to it, is the only way I can explain it. It's just so pretty and wears so well through the day. It just gives you such a nice look. So this is what that looks like. It looks kind of scary, of course. I then take I usually have been doing two things. I've been taking the, what is this, Sigma, it's a synthetic version of the E40. And I've just been blending this in, just because I don't like harsh lines, and I feel like even when I blend at the end, I feel like it kind of leaves a little bit. So you can tell that leaves a little bit less of a line. Then my Sigma tapered E45 brush. I've been taking it into the darkest color right here, which is called Fate. I roll it around on the tip of that, and that is such a pretty color. Again, it has this really neat, and I'm just putting it on the outer corner. It has this really neat kind of like bluish shimmer to it. And it's not, I mean, like it looks like it has glitter to it, but it's so, so, so pretty. I mean, I don't like glitter in shadows at all, and I am in love with these colors. Like, I use them all the time, and I forget about them when I don't. But that's pretty much what I'm doing with those corners. Take the same blending brush, kind of blend that in a little bit. If you want the darker part to be more predominant, you can start with the darker color. And then I have been taking the last color, which is over to the side, which is called Apropos, I think. It's this one over here. This one is much more pigmented than it appears, and I use that same fluffy brush that I was using to blend, and I tap it off really, really well, but then I just use it up in my crease, and I bring it up further. Sometimes I use a 217 for this, but I I've been liking this one lately, and it's less brushes to clean that way. Always like less brushes to clean. And I've been finding with the lash extensions that I can do a little bit higher of eyeshadow and a little bit darker of eyeshadow than I normally could, and it doesn't bring my eyes down. It doesn't close them in as it normally would. So that's a little bit more. I want a little bit more right there. So that's the top side. Then I take, where is it? A Sigma, what is this? E20, just a tiny little flat brush, and I go into that darkest color with the blue glitter in it called Fate, and I just tap it onto both sides of the brush, tap it off, and then I've been going under my lash line with it. And I bring it down a little bit further than I think I would normally. Again, I really, just these lash extensions have helped. I've done this look 1,000 times with this eyeshadow. I've also done it where I don't do any darkness, and I'm sorry, any light, as much lightness, and I put the more taupe color all over. I whip that off a little bit, and then I go into the taupe color called Magnetism. And I just kind of use that to blend it all in together because it's just a good in-between color and it blends these colors in. But I put the Magnetism all over my lid, like all the way up into the crease, everything, and then just use the highlighter. But this is what I've been doing. Honestly, I've worn this every single day lately. It's been crazy. I feel like it still needs a little bit of blending. So since I have that shadow on, I'm kind of going back to that dome brush that I used under my eyes. It just has a little bit of powder to it. If I feel like it's too dark in the middle, I'll take that flat brush, the E55, and put a little bit more of the white just in here to kind of lighten it up if I feel like the crease kind of came in too far. So that's pretty much my eye look that I've been doing. Then I go into my face, and I've still been using, I went back to my Too Faced Chocolate Bronzer, Chocolate Soleil, and I've been using the Real Technique multitask brush. And it's funny because I've been using this for multitasks, but all in one day. Just roll it in there. I tap it off on the top mirror. I'm taking it in and then up on my forehead, a little bit over my nose, kind of blending it in with that. Same thing on the other side. Make sure to do your ears and down your neck when you do this, by the way. I do the contour areas, and then I kind of just blend it in all over to where I want it. Making sure I get my neck the way I do in this shirt. I need a little bit more over here than I would normally. So that's that one. Then I have been taking, I've been really liking this. It's the Catrice Defining Duo Blush in Pink Grapefruit. It's just a really pretty color. Can't get it open. I'm having trouble getting things open today. Use the same brush. I run it across there, tap it off on the top lid. It's just really pretty. Now that one looks like I got a little bit too much right on my cheek, on the apple of my cheek. If I do that, I just take the brush that had the foundation on it because it's dried a little bit by now to kind of buff that out. I always put a little bit just at the top of the crown, only because of the fact of the matter that I feel like it gives you a little bit of that sun-flushed look. Then I've been taking the Guerlain. It is called the Cruel Gardenia Illuminating Iridescent Powder. It's kind of hard to find now, but I love it. And I use the same brush again, roll it around in that, and then go up in the C and kind of buff it in a little bit. Then I take it right over the top of my lip, just to give that little bit of poutiness kind of to it. And then I have been taking, where is it? My Clinique, it's a sample of the High Impact Mascara, and using it on my bottom lashes. And I just kind of put a real little bit there. Again, I don't need mascara on the top lashes because and I haven't been wearing as much liner. Every once in a while I've tight lined, but I haven't been doing that honestly that often either. So I just put a little bit under my eyes there. Then I've been taking Sublime, no, wrong one, where did it go? MAC Sublime Culture Lip Liner. Is really pretty much almost the color of my lips, which is great. And then the Hourglass Petal Lip Stain. I love this stuff. It's like amazing. It's like your lips, but better color. At least on my skin tone. That's that part. Then I take, where did it go? Oops. My little, didn't mean to put that in there. My little other end of my Kirkland brush, and I brush through my brows just to soften them up. And that's pretty much it. I am going to curl my hair. And you'll have seen that at the beginning of the video, but I'm going to do something with my hair because I have a meeting today. But that has been my look right here pretty much for the entire month. A little bit smoky, a little bit natural, but easy to use, not overly powerful, not too much as far as, you know, overall look. So I've been loving it. I hope you guys get a chance to try it out. Oh, another thing is every once in a while, like today, I think it's because I'm wearing blue. I feel like, sorry, I'm packing up some makeup to go away. Every once in a while, if I feel like the, because I'm wearing blue, I feel like it's pulling a little bit gray, I just noticed. I'll take either MAC Soft Brown, or right now I have my little YSL palette in Harmony, color 5 Harmony. And I take the like orange color over here that's kind of like a good, just a real pretty blending color. And I'll just use that in through here to help kind of warm it up just a little bit. And see if you can see the difference there. I'm just using one of the brushes that I had. But it warms it up just a little bit. Then I take the blending brush back. But that's pretty much it. That just, I felt like it needed a little bit of warmth to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.